Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are here playing another visual novel. This time it is Solstice, and I just bought this on Steam. I think it actually just came out recently. It just came out in March of this year, so a couple months ago. This is actually by the same people who made Cinders, so I was really curious, kind of eager to get it and try it out just because I really liked Cinders and the artwork and everything like that. So, this is okay. So, Solstice is a dystopian mystery thriller about small personal disasters that turn into great catastrophes. A magnificent city in the middle of a frozen wasteland, cut off from the world by raging blizzards, inhabited only by a small group of misfits who either can't or don't want to leave for the dead winter season. When the local madman goes missing, an ambitious doctor on a contract and a mysterious young woman who arrived with the last dog sled caravan start questioning the true nature of the city's splendor. Ooh! So, I think we have two main characters in this one. So, we'll start a new game. So, quite exciting, quite exciting. Seemed to be a lot of good reviews, and of course, when I saw that it was the same developers who did Cinders, I was like really kind of excited for that because I just think it's super okay. So, odd. I could have sworn I heard voices. Perhaps it was the wind. Yes, it must have been. If only that damn caravan driver actually did what he was paid for. Oh, she's so pretty. See the shooting star in the background? Pretty. I have to turn around, you know. I have a wife, you know. Where I come from, his wife would be ashamed. You know. And then the Chancellor. I wonder when she last did any actual field work. I bet she's lounging in that big warm chair of hers right now, on a thick warm carpet. Bloody odds, is it freezing. But I can't give up now. Human lives and our reputation are at stake. Besides, it should be right across this valley. Wait, there it is. The Jewel of the North. It's beautiful. I could have stared at the schematics all I wanted and I still wouldn't have been able to imagine this. That dome doesn't look familiar though. The others must have added it. No matter, I can't just stand here and stare. These pipes must be part of the system. They're so warm. Maybe I could take a short break before I continue. Just for a brief moment. Ooh, and then she vanishes. Dude. What in the hell, aren't you cold? Galen. Huh. I'm pretty sure I heard someone. Then maybe it's time to wake up. You're almost there. Nana Geed, is that you? Am I dreaming? She's the woman from Cinders. But what did we call her? Did I call her Gade or Geed? We're calling her Geed. I don't know. Well, we'll keep flipping back and forth. You know me, I can't pronounce names. Oh my god, it is! So it would seem. Oh, I'm so excited. That's so cool. That would explain why I'm not freezing. And your clothes. No offense, Nana, but you're not exactly who I hope to see. Really now, and who precisely would you have preferred? She's drawn slightly different, but like, it's her. Oh my god, that's so cool. I'm sorry, it's just, this caravan couldn't go any slower, and the nights are so cold in the north. I hoped you'd be the driver announcing we'd arrived at the gates. That or something more entertaining? I'm afraid this is not one of those dreams. That's alright, I'm glad to see you anyway. How are things back home? Playing Solstice is a bit like reading a book. However, you are often presented with a choice on what to say or do. Your decisions will shape the story ahead. We know this, but that's cool. How should I know? I'm a figment of your imagination. So, this is just a dream. How... I wouldn't say it's annoying, and I certainly wouldn't say sad. I also probably wouldn't say wonderful. Interesting, I guess, but so we'll go with wonderful. If that's the case, all I should have to do is, I've got it. I wish that you knew the answer to my question. Yet, I still don't know it. You are easily swayed by your own imagination. Broad vision and the courage to wish for more can pave the road to greatness. but only when they are accompanied by the will to act. Otherwise, they are nothing but illusions, turning dreamers into sleepers. Thanks for the advice. Even though it's a bit cryptic, you seem very serious about all this. I'm simply concerned about my favorite pupil. Just remember that some mistakes are not worth making. Weren't you the one who taught me that I shouldn't be afraid to experiment with which route I chose to follow? Just do what must be done and come back home, and keep your secrets safe. They likely sent someone as well. And obviously we got a nice little pop-up. Now wake up. Wake up, Doctor! What? Why have we stopped? Are we there? Almost. The dogs found someone in the snow. She's still breathing. Damn lucky, if you ask me. And here I was complaining about an uneventful journey. Let me get my things. So he's a doctor. A witch doctor? Prologue. Why in the world would we pass out in the snow? We didn't tell her to do that. She just decided to pass out anyway because it was so cold. 10 days and 10 nights of shivering, of chattering teeth, of freezing my butt off. At long last I had arrived. The city of ice, jewel of the north, smelled of wet dog, sweat, and tears. That sounds gross. I love the way that page turns. When the gates closed, the city became a winter fortress. No other caravan would arrive for the next 3 months. For better or worse, I'd spend these months with those who didn't leave for the winter, those with reasons to stay through the cold. The loneliness got to me fast. The doctor I replaced left 2 weeks before I came. I didn't even have a chance to speak with him. Oh, this must be Galen, because it looks like it's got all the witch doctory kind of stuff that, like, Geed would have. My patient didn't make for good conversation either. She hadn't regained consciousness since we found her in the raging blizzard. I sense nerve. Eventually I decided to tour the city to see if its inhabitants were as interesting as I imagined them to be. The caravan pilot was my first choice, a strong, silent type. Not much of a conversationalist, but she had done her job well, so thanks were in order. Interesting. Ooh. Thanks! That's all he says. Dude, she's wicked pretty. Yakoni? Or Yakone? I think her name's Yakoni. 4? You brought us here alive. Frozen, but alive. Who would have thought? I don't know. The other one looked almost dead to me. Her? Oh, Fortune's on her side. She'll be fine. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Thanks, but I'd rather not. I trust nobody, and I'd be a fool to change that. Oh, and why is that? Trust is a luxury we, living in the North, can't afford. Maybe it's different for you Southerners, but I make no exceptions. Trust no one. Not very social of you. A reasonable attitude. Make an exception for me? Huh. That seems a little odd. A reasonable attitude. I would say it's not very social. You must win many hearts with an attitude like that. I don't care about being a people person. Believe me, trust is for fools, and fools don't grow old in this city. Well, the city really is something else. It really is gorgeous. You Southerners always do that. When you get uncomfortable, you switch to some benign topic. Still, you're right. This place is special. A utopian garden in the middle of an icy desert. Incredible. I wonder how it's done. Look up. Oh. I had a feeling it had something to do with the huge, sparkly dome. What a sight. Really interesting. I wonder what went into making it. What in the spirits are you doing? Just making some notes on it. It's a habit I picked up during my studies. And done. What's that? Oh, we can read his... Oh, that's cool. That's new. The city is protected from the harsh northern weather by a special dome. What is this? Oh, so these are little things that we... Oh, we must get other little tabs. That's so cool. Neat. During my studies and done. Okay. Important clues and bits of information are stored in your case files. You can access them at any time by clicking the scroll icon on the dialog box. Okay, cool. Oh, so we can... Well, hopefully I don't click that by now. You know, all the time now. How can you people appreciate anything with your notes stuffed in your notepads? The real thing is right in front of you. Huh, I have no idea. I guess that unnerving humming sound comes from the dome, too? You'll get used to it. Everybody does. That's how this place works. It makes you accept things. Really now? Is there a story in there you'd like to share with me? We'll spend the next 3 months locked away from the world, seeing the same faces each day. Don't worry, by the time the winter season passes, you'll have heard more stories than you can handle. I can handle a lot. Tell me, am I right in thinking you're not originally from here? We're in a technological wonder raised in the middle of an icy desert. Is there anyone in this city who's actually from... Oh, if there's anyone in this city who's actually from here, it's me. I come from the tribes who inhabited this land long before this crazy contraption was built. The less said about them, the better. Oh, did we get another notation? Ah, Yakoni. The caravan driver. Yakoni originates from the tribes that inhabit the North's frozen wasteland. Even in the sketch, she's pretty. She's super pretty. I love how realistic they look. Like, he's handsome. Like, they're all... God, I love the artwork in these. They're so amazing. Anyway. Okay. If you missed something important, you can always rewind the game using the mouse wheel or the up arrow. You can't rewind past decisions or through other important moments. So, yeah, I got it. Now, please, leave me alone. I'm busy. Hikoni was as cheerful and perky as a sledgehammer. I wonder what the meaning of her name is in her native tongue. Something tells me it's attitude. I like that. She was right about one thing, though. The girl we found was in really bad shape. Frankly speaking, she was lucky to be alive. What madness made her venture through the icy desert on foot? I'd have to ask when she woke up. Lucky for me, the next person I met was in a much better condition. Call me superficial if you'd like. Ooh. Dude, who's this dude? Good morning, officer. Why was I summoned here? Am I being arrested? He looks like he's from, like, I don't know. I feel like he should have, like, Crocodile Dundee hat going on. You can press escape or right-click to open the in-game menu to save or quit the game. Your progress is also auto-saved when you quit. Okay. What is his name? I want to say Kasja, or Kasja, but that sounds, okay, it sounds more feminine to me, but we'll call him Kassia or Kassia or something like that. Nothing like that. Oh, too bad. So, too bad. Wait, what? So, you're the new doctor. I wanted to welcome you to our city. My name is Kasja. I'm the chief of the guard. Thank you. Glad to be here. Pardon my boldness, but you look different from other guards. I've noticed a few around the market, and they have these really fancy uniforms. Those are the private security of the merchant families, staying behind over the true winter to protect their precious district. The city guard is a separate entity. Honestly, I couldn't care less about a fancy uniform. Before I got this job, I used to be a sellsword? I don't know what that is. Okay, experience taught me simple attire works best. Let's check this out. Kasja, the guard captain. Kasja was a mercenary before he became the chief of the guard. Yeah, okay. Besides, you don't look like our last doctor either. Where's your white coat? Good point. I guess it's not the clothes that make the man. Exactly. He's so very cheery. Exactly. In any case, I hope your coming here will prove worthwhile. Oh yes, I'm sure it'll be a huge boost to my career. It might. At the very least, you can spend your contracted time analyzing the locals. I'm sure you'll find them odd, eccentric, and generally unstable enough to be worthy of research. So everyone is crazy. Who said crazy is bad? Are you sane? Hardly surprising. A crazy workplace. I wouldn't have it any other way. I kind of just feel like he's so goddamn cheerful that people would be like, oh my god, they're all crazy murderers. And he'd be like, awesome! We'll figure it out! Nice to see a newcomer who isn't depressed, broken, or running away from something for a change. I could only hope I won't flip and join the party. About that, remind me to tell you what happened to the previous doctor. Anyway, have a good stay in the city and feel free to drop by the guardhouse if you want to chat. Your every decision matters. Oh, we're getting our flowers. The branch icon appears when the current events are in consequences of your earlier choices and can be different on another playthrough. I'm pretty sure that's any choice you make, but anyway. I should warn you not to cause any trouble, but somehow I feel we'll get along just fine. Ha, thanks! Likewise. See you around. He seems like a cool dude. I already had a good feeling about Kasja. I'd always felt uniforms and a sense of humor were the perfect combination. Maybe being stuck in this place for 3 months wouldn't be as boring as I thought. My next destination, because Spacey can't read right now, it's very late. My next destination was the local bathhouse. I didn't have time to daydream in the tubs, but I couldn't resist at least dropping by and saying hello. The hostess, as it turned out, was even more friendly than the guard. Oh, at a bathhouse? Okay. Damn, girl! What? Constance, good day, traveler. Allow me to welcome you to our city and to my bathhouse. Thank you. Please don't be offended by my question, but how come people were so eager to have a look at me on my way here? They were watching from their windows. This is a big city. Am I a tourist attraction of some sort? An oddity? Or is there something on my face? I can say with absolute confidence that there is nothing wrong with your appearance. It is very pleasing to the eye. She should be high. It's very pleasing to the eye. And being in charge of the bathhouse, I have plenty of physical specimens for comparison. Oh, bathhouse should be in quotes, is what I'm thinking. But like, she is like, look at her. Woo! Girl has got it going on. So you see people without makeup or clothes. That must be revealing. I love this guy so much. I like him. A little too revealing at times. I have always considered myself a bit of an expert on well-being and beauty. I know how to help people's true inner beauty shine. But there are moments when I see that some things get hidden for a reason, and should probably stay that way, for the benefit of us all. So I'm exceptionally handsome, and that's why people stare at me. Is that what you're saying? It isn't just that. The weather will cut this city off from the world for 3 months. Aren't you curious about the people you'll be stranded with? She is twirling her hair like a... Girl, keep it in your... Not quite a skirt. Keep it in your strings. They're just as curious about you, especially as so few of us stayed for the dead season. And since you look so alluring. Seems reasonable to me. And you're right. I am curious. So what do I do now? Find my own window to observe people from? I'd be glad to formally introduce you to everyone here if you'd like. A formal introduction. I love curtsying. No way in hell. I prefer personal to formal. I feel like I would say I prefer personal to formal because I really feel like that's what he would do. The things behind him make it look like he's moving up and down. Or maybe he is. But it's weirded me out. Anyway. But I feel like he'd be so... Like, he would say something funny like, I love curtsying. I simply love formal introductions. We can all curtsy, talk about the weather, and do some ballroom dancing. It's cold today, no? I see you prefer to do things informally. I guess I can't blame you. You said it yourself, there are only a couple of us left here, so why stand on ceremony? Ah, because it requires a master of ceremony, and since I am the only master of ceremony in the city, I get to remain in your company, as she twirls her hair, and falls out of everything. Which does seem agreeable. I'm not complaining, like, I mean, I kind of like her, I don't think she's like, she doesn't seem mean or anything, but, I mean, she's... I mean, I guess in the bathhouse is probably hot, so she probably, you know. Besides, if you would spend as many years learning to curtsy properly, you'd like to use it on occasion as well. I promise to give you a chance to do that the next time we meet. I'll hold you to your word. Best of luck meeting people by chance, then. I was beginning to think people were chatty and warm here in the north. Back in the Isles, we partied wherever there was a newcomer. Whenever there was a newcomer. Because it was the polite thing to do, yes, but mostly because parties are fun. Constance seemed like a woman used to a more sophisticated type of entertainment, though, and I must admit her perfume smelled amazing. But I started to wonder, what did folks in the city do when they wanted to have fun? I guess watching the dome could be entertaining, if nauseating, pastime. Could be an entertaining, nauseating pastime. And there was always talking to other people. At least that's what I thought until I met Sem. Not the most social fellow. Ooh, so apparently we're going to go meet someone else now, I'm assuming if I click this, but I think I am going to stop this part here, and we will continue and find out who the Sem dude is in the next part. So I will stop this part here. I will save this. Save this. Perfect. And we will go back to the quit scene. It's so God, I love this artwork. I really hope they keep making more of these. Like, I need to go see if they have other ones because these are just beautiful. I can't wait years for the next one to come out. But anyway, so I will wrap this part up here. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.